Hello everybody. Let me present to you some of my classes that I've been teaching and planning to teach. The first thing I want to do to start with microeconomics. In day one in each of my classes, I will also ask the student to define the concept of the subject matter. In the case of microeconomics, it surprised me to see that even students who have taken the class before would say micro means small and macro means big. Then I caution them to remember that in English, a word does not have one meaning. When we define macroeconomics accordingly, you will realize that that explanation or that answer is not quite right. Macroeconomic defined is the study of the choices people make to achieve their goal, given their scarce resources. Simplify, it is the choices you and I make with our scarce resources because everything is scarce. I also teach macroeconomic. Macroeconomic is the study of the economy as a whole, including unemployment, including inflation, including monetary policy, including fiscal policy. When we say fiscal policy in macroeconomy, we're talking about tax policy. When we say monetary policy in macroeconomy, we're talking about policy on interest rate. For example, in time of a deep recession, in time of unemployment, economists will recommend reducing taxes to make more money available to taxpayers to invest, reducing the interest rate for people to be able to borrow at cheaper price to invest and create a job, and so take the economy out of recession. I also teach principles of management. Management simplified, management defined, is a study of the managers getting the job done through people by planning, organizing, actuating, and controlling. By planning, a manager has to have a blueprint of the enterprise. By organizing, you put a blueprint into structure, you put it in department. By actuating, we are implementing all the resources, human resources, material resources for the enterprise to produce. By controlling, many people confuse controlling. Controlling is really the act of the management looking at the entire operation to make it as more efficient as possible. So controlling is a continuous process by the manager. I also teach marketing. Marketing simplified is defined in three main functions. The first thing we do in marketing, we do a market research, whether by the market research department or by the manager, to find out the specific market we are in. When we realize the consumers in that market, then we come up with a program that will address market in three different ways. The first way is a program to get the attention of the consumers in the market. The second one is to persuade the consumers in the market. The third one is to make sure the consumer in the market buys. So that can be summarized into attention, persuasion, and sales. I also teach human resource, where we deal with Maslow's need hierarchy, and I also teach small business management, dealing with sole proprietorship, partnership, and corporation. And I also teach global supply management, which is especially the global merchandising.